pointy nose, chasing mice and digging holes.
Hey guys, it's DigiPal3 aka Gleamy-Trot-Tailed Arctic Fox. Today I bring you a Pokemon 6th Gen Wi-Fi battle, and I am leading with my Crobat that has a Choice Band, and he has a Kangaskhan, so I immediately go for the Brave Bird predicting a Fake Out, but I don't care, so yeah. He must have thought I had Inner Focus, but I don't. I have Infiltrator, so I would have flinched, but he goes for a Dizzy Punch, which leaves me to confused me because, yeah, I get confused. So I don't really want to hit myself with confusion because luck hates me, so I go into Glaceon to take any physical hit it wants to take, because I love Glaceon, the perfect Arctic Fox. And I take another Dizzy Punch, however, I get confuzzled. And keep in mind, I think there is only a 10% chance of that happening, so yeah, lucky me. But I'm going to risk the confusion this time because I know I can take some more hits with this thing. And I am going to go for the Frost Breath, which has been changed back to Ice Beam by this point. And I do kill off the Kangaskhan, so that is a great opening game. I don't lose too much off of this, and my Crobat is alive to live for another day, and it will be awesome. So I'm just waiting to see what he sends out next, and it is indeed a Cloyster, which is perfect in this situation. He's taking full advantage of the fact that I'm confused and going straight for a Shell Smash on my face. I, however, am not afraid of a Cloyster, and I will go straight for the Shadow Ball, which will happen right about now. And I do not hurt myself, so Shadow Ball will take out that stupid Cloyster. So, threat down, and that is 2 Pokemon that Glaceon has killed. Oh wait, it lived, my bad. So never mind, he's going to live with the 1 HP, and I'm going to switch out my Glaceon into my Crobat to die. So, unfortunately, Crobat did not live to see another day because he dies as Death Fodder, because I said so. Here I'm like, yo, let's send in Ditto, take all the stat boosts, and see how much damage I can do. So we'll go into Ditto, copy the crap out of his Cloyster, and now I'm going to go for an Icicle Spear, because that seemed like the best coverage move I had, and I didn't want him switching into any of his huger threats like Volcarona. So Icicle Spear was not Volcarona. Hello, he doesn't have a Volcarona. I would have went for Rock Blast if he had a Volcarona. So I went for Ice Spear, and it does, it kills off the Cloyster. And I just, you know, scout for damage here, and I'm going to go for another one on this Slowbro, and I see it does next to nothing. So I am obviously going to have no choice here but to switch out of this situation, because I don't want to lose my Ditto just yet. He, however, does go for the Thunder Wave, which cripples my Ditto completely. So, you know, that was a horrible, horrible thing. Not only does my attack do nothing to the Slowbro, but I get paralyzed, and my Ditto is now useless. So I switch out anyways, and I'm going to go into my Glaceon again, who can just use Shadow Balls, I guess. He hits me with a Psychic, which is going to do quite a lot, because it's a Slowbro, and I have the mediocre special defense. And I get my leftovers, and he's not going to want to stay in here because he's afraid of my Glaceon, because I don't blame him, who wouldn't be afraid of my Glaceon, except he, yeah, there we go, and then he goes into his, crap, I don't know what he goes into, Venusaur, he goes into Venusaur, which is a really, really risky play, because I could have went for the Ice Beam right there and fried his Venusaur's ass, but no, he goes into Venusaur and takes the hit rather well. I do get the special defense drop, so all is favor in that and all, but yeah, special defense drop. Here I know he's obviously going to go for the Mega Venusaur because he did not Mega Evolve his Kangaskhan earlier, but I go for the Frost Breath anyways. Simply because I wanted to scout to see how much bulk this thing actually had, but he goes for a Sleep Powder, misses, and I hit him with the Frost Breath. And it does a nice chunk considering the special def drop, and that was pretty cool. So at this point, I don't want my Glaceon to get put to sleep, so I'm going to switch out into Sleep Fodder, and well, turns out something funny happens, and, yeah, he predicted that and didn't go for the Sleep Powder. I, however, did go for Ditto, and, now I have a Mega Venusaur of my own, but I can only use one of my moves. So after looking through his moveset, I realized he had Synthesis, and realized I just made the biggest mistake of my year, because now I'm going to give him the opportunity to set back up again, and I will be officially screwed, because I have to walk around this Venusaur once again without all the leisure of having him dead. Like, that far. But I go straight for the Sludge Bomb, considering I'm paralyzed at this point. He might want to overpredict and go for the Sleep Powder, but no, he just goes for another Sludge Bomb, or Synthesis. just to see my damage output, and that was a really good play on his part. So I'm going to go for another Sludge Bomb, and because at this point I'm really persistent, and I just want to see how much damage he can do to me. But he's just as persistent, and he's going for the synthesis one after another. Which is going to drive me nuts, because I only have 5 power points being a Ditto, so I can't keep this up forever. He finally went for his own Sludge Bomb, and it's going to do a huge chunk to my Vena Ditto. Vena Ditto? Vena Ditto. And then I go for my own Sludge Bomb, and he... Yeah, and then I switch here because I know he's going to go for Synthesis. I have no fear whatsoever of this. And I'm going to my Nidoking, who should be able to outspeed and kill the Venusaur with a Sludge Bomb. So that's what I'm going to try and do here. He, however, knows I can kill him with a Sludge Bomb, and he's going to switch out of his Venusaur and go into something that will not take a Sludge Bomb too well, via his Slowbro. He's going to let his Slowbro just die here because he has nothing that wants to take anything from this Venusaur, so yeah. Except it survived the critical hit somehow and got leftovers. Yeah, I'm not going to understand that anytime soon. But I do kill him off with the second one, so there you go. I do have Thunderbolt, of course, and it is Life Orb, so I can't switch moves. So that wasn't completely out of the question. Next he goes into Garchomp, which I'm pretty scared of, because I know it outspeeds me, so I'm going to switch the heck out of there and go into my Glaceon, who I know I could take a hit. Oh, I went into Ditto to Death Fodder it. Derp. Okay, I Death Fodder my Ditto here first, and then I go into Glaceon. Death Fodder Ditto. Alright, Ditto fades. Poor Ditto. And now I go into my Glaceon, knowing I can take any hit from this Garchomp and hit back for super effective kills. And there we go, I hit Earthquake, and I will survive not, because I get critted. Critical hit kills my Glaceon. I was super ticked off because that was my super out to this thing. So now I gotta walk around it the hard way and use fairy moves and stuff. And here I know the switch to Venusaur is obvious, but I don't have a move to hit the Venusaur, so I just go for the Play Rough anyways. I mean, I didn't want to double switch in a Nidoking on the off chance that he did for some reason stay in. That would have been horrible. But yeah. But there you go. He's gonna play that again, and I have to go into this, which is my Kangaskhan, who I know can take this thing on in a one-on-one battle because Mega Kangaskhan is way cooler than Mega Venusaur. However, he poisons me. Granted, that was probably a good thing because Sleep Powder would have put me to sleep and then he would have had the advantage. But it also hinders me at the same time because now I can't do anything to him. I'm on a huge time limit right now. So I'm going to go for that. As he wastes my time with a Synthesis, he's going to play that game. And you know what? I don't like when people play that game. So I smash his face in with a return. Show him how you smash his face in. There you go. Look at that damage. Easy to hit KO. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, even if he synthesizes again, which he does, it's still going to take a huge chunk out of him again. So he's going to go for another Synthesis, trying to toxic stall me like a complete bitch. And I'm going to hit him with another return, which will not kill him. But I know it'll kill him in one more hit, so he's going to take the other opportunity here and go for the Giga Drain, trying to kill me off and live with a nice reasonable HP, but I live with 1 HP, so Venusaur can suck a dick and he will die to return right here, right now, suck a dick. So Venusaur dies, and that is that. Of course, I also go down at the same time because of the poison, so Mega Kangaskhan did its job, and that thing is gone. Him only having 2 Pokemon left, I send in the 1 Pokemon that I know will counter the one he's going to send in now, which is, of course, his Breloom. So I send in my Nidoking, who I know can take it on, because he wouldn't have went into his Garchomp here. That would have been silly. So I go straight for the Ice Beam, not wanting to, risk the fact that he could bring in Garchomp as well. And I one-shot the Breloom, of course, so that's dead. And now I know I have an easy win, so I'm just going to Death Fodder my Nidoking in case he wants to over-predict and try, my Azumarill to come out. So I just go for the sit here and die attack, and it does a very good job of that. So now I'm going to go into my Azumarill just to finish him off, and that will be the game. Well, also, I won't be able to comment on these videos anymore because of Google+, and I refuse to get a Google+ account. So that is how that's going to be. This has been DigiPal3, aka Gleam the Trot-Tailed Fox. I'm sly, I'm slick, I'm colorful. Gleam the Trot-Tailed Fox on a roll.